On this channel, we provide useful programming information with practical code examples. This time, it's about best practices in JavaScript programming. We will introduce key best practices in JavaScript along with concrete code examples. Enabling subtitles will make the code descriptions easier to understand. In programming, it's important not just to write code that works, but to write code that is maintainable, efficient, and reliable. By following best practices, your code becomes easier for other developers to understand, simpler to maintain and extend, and ultimately leads to fewer bugs and better performance. With code examples, let's look at the key best practices in JavaScript. First, let's look at use clear, descriptive variable and function names. Make it possible to understand what a variable or function means just by reading the code. Prefer descriptive names over shortened names or abbreviations. Names like X or FN obscure the intent of the code. Using meaningful names like total items or calculate discount helps readers understand the code. Next, let's look at use const and let and avoid var. Because var is prone to scope and redeclaration issues, it's recommended to always use const or let. Var is function scoped and can cause unintended redeclarations and hoisting. Let and const are block scoped and safer to use, resulting in more predictable and stable code. Next, let's look at use appropriate comments. Prefer comments that explain why something is done, rather than what is being done. This is especially useful where the logic is complex. Next, let's look at follow the dry, don't repeat yourself principle. Instead of repeating the same logic, factor it into functions or classes. Reducing duplication improves maintainability and helps prevent bugs. By consolidating duplicated logic into a function, changes and fixes can be made in one place. This is especially important in large-scale development. Next, let's look at functions should have a single responsibility and minimize side effects. Each function should have one clear purpose. Avoid mutating globals or external state to keep side effects to a minimum. Designing functions to be pure, returning the same result for the same input, makes them easier to test and more reliable. It also improves reusability and ease of debugging. Next, let's look at handle errors. Ensure the app doesn't crash on unexpected input or exceptions. Use the try-catch syntax to handle errors appropriately. Because JSON parse can throw, handle it safely with try-catch. Thorough error handling helps you build robust applications. Next, let's look at produce structured logs. Output logs in a consistent format to make system behavior easier to trace. Using JSON formatted logs makes them easier to work with in analysis and monitoring tools. Plain string logs can lose information. Structured logs make log analysis, visualization, and monitoring easier. This is especially effective in server-side JavaScript, Node.js. Next, let's look at improve code readability. Code is read by others, or your future self. Use proper indentation, line breaks, and spacing to make code easy to read. Well-formatted, readable code is quicker to understand and makes bugs easier to spot. Don't cram everything onto one line. Make structure visually clear. Next, let's look at always consider security. Because JavaScript often runs in web environments, security awareness is essential. Always validate user input, guard against XSS and CSRF, and keep dependencies up to date. Handling user input as is can introduce vulnerabilities like script injection. Use safe APIs and make it a habit to always validate and sanitize data. Next, let's look at test your code. Introducing automated tests makes it easier to detect and prevent bugs. In JavaScript, test frameworks like Jest and Mocha are commonly used. Having tests ensures that bugs don't reappear when adding features or making changes. Tests are indispensable for continuous quality assurance. Following best practices can greatly improve code quality, maintainability, and reliability. When learning JavaScript, it's important to build habits around not just syntax but also how to write good code. By learning continuously, you can make your code more readable, secure, and efficient. The source code for this video can be downloaded from the official website. If you like, please visit the URL in the description to aid your learning. Thank you for watching until the end. Please subscribe to the channel and look forward to the next video.